A tribute to the unsung heroes who carried us to freedom. A tribute to the unsung heroes who carried us to freedom. For the greatest generation, for America, for every soul that held the line. For God so loved the world that love stood its ground that day. Not with hate, but with love. Not with power, but with purpose. And freedom remembers. It was more than just a battle, more than lines drawn in the dirt. A handful of souls stood where giants had fallen, bore the weight of a nation's worth. They didn't ask for banners, they didn't march for fame. They just answered when duty whispered and stepped into the flame. The cost was silence, the kind you carry in your bones. And if they hadn't stood in fire, we'd be ashes, calling that place home. They held the last line when the darkness closed in. One breath from the end, they chose to begin. Their courage carved freedom etched into the land. America stands because they made their stand. No medals worn could capture the truth, the weight of the world in the hands of the youth. Not for glory, not for praise, but to gift us all these brighter days. They crossed the sea on borrowed time, wrote their names in mud and grime. The war may have ended, but it echoes still in every flag that dares to fly. The cost was silence, but their echoes still remain. Freedom's not a promise, it was purchased through their pain. They held the last line when the darkness closed in. One breath from the end, they chose to begin. Their courage carved freedom etched into the land. America stands because they made their stand. He was small, but heaven made him mighty. A son, a brother, a name in a letter, but in the field he was forever. They saw in him something sacred. They covered him with more than arms. They gave him legacy. They gave everything. We walk in light because they marched through hell. No monuments could ever truly tell, but in every prayer and every dawn, the memory of the brave lives on. They held the last line when all hope was thin, with tears in their eyes and strength from within. They stood for the nameless, they fought for the free, so the future could breathe in the land of the free. They held the last line with no way to retreat, and history knelt at their blood-stained feet. Their story's not gone, it flows through our veins, with every star in our flag that still remains. A final heartbeat in a field of fire became the anthem we all require. He stood not alone, but with angels behind to show the world what it means to hold the line. So we give thanks with every dawn to those whose light still carries on. The day they stood and would not run was the day we all became one.